Let me see. Okay. Hey guys, I know I haven't been posting. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know y'all fiending, y'all missing me, and you know, I decided that I want to do a throwback. You know what I'm saying? So we are back at it again with the book readings. So this is the book I've actually been reading consistently. Well, I'm not lie, not that consistent. I'm not that consistent. I'll be honest with you. I want to be real, but I'm getting back into this book. I'm currently at page 107, and I really like this book. I believe it can teach you a lot of things about yourself, about how you act, about why you do the things you do, and how you can change that and love yourself while doing it. So, the book is called A Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Rubin. So, we're going to get right into it. And I want to first show you this page I read today, actually, on this book. It's called Rules. And it's at page 97. And I want to really deepen our focus on the third paragraph of it, where it talks about rules specifically, like the main crust of what rules are to artists and creatives. So it starts off like this. The rules. The rules artists learn are different. They are assumptions, not absolutes. They describe a goal or method for short-term or long-term results. They are there to be tested. Remember that. They are there to be tested. And they are only of value as long as they are helpful. They are not laws of nature. And I just want to get into that. So, because I'm a stickler for rules. When I was younger, I always been the kind of heavily, rules were kind of built over my life, to be honest. And as I'm growing and changing, I'm starting to realize that these rules are not absolute. It's like, oh, you gotta do this, or otherwise it's not gonna work. No, it's more so. This rule is kind of there to help you and help you gauge with what you're trying to do in whatever industry you want to get into. So, let's take this for me, for example. I was a high school track athlete. I was pretty good at it. I'll say I'm pretty decent myself, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty decent. But, I realized as I got out of it, outside of, track, I started to realize that I really was limiting myself. I really realized that as I'm in college right now. I started to realize, I'm limiting myself in my methodologies and understanding of how more efficient I can be with what I have currently, and I have one example. It's like, I remember there was times in track sessions, the practice sessions, where I was giving my effort. I'll give effort for like 1-2 things, and then after those 1-2 reps, I'll just drop off of effort immediately. And I realized that as time goes on, that I wasn't that rule in my mind that after that too, I can't do it no more. I'm tired. If I'm tired, then I shouldn't even be doing it. That rule really honed in on my life. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that rule was embedded into me. And I realized that I have to build myself into a person that I am comfortable with, and to develop rules. Gotta make sure it's recording. Okay. I have to build rules that actually benefit me and actually help me get better or get closer to what I want to do, instead of just thinking that, because this person that I want to get into, this person that's in the industry I want to get into said this and that, and I should believe it's absolute. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Okay? Instead of doing that, take it as a grain of salt, because everyone's life is different, but mistakes are always going to be mistakes. There's always going to be a thread line into fucking up. Always. There's gonna always be different ways to be successful, but there's gonna be the same trail to fucking up your life and fucking up your body or whatsoever. Track athlete or it's a person, you know. And that's what I want to get into more. So let's turn the page. So as it continues, all kinds of assumptions masquerade as laws. A suggestion from a self-help book. Fourth wall break. I could just say that basically. Something heard in an interview. Your favorite artist's best tip. An expression in the culture, or something a teacher once told you. Rules direct us to average behaviors. Average behaviors. Remember that. If we're aiming to create works that are exceptional, most rules don't apply. Average is nothing to aspire to. And when I heard that statement, I had to write it down again just because it was just so good. Like, average is nothing to aspire to. And I feel like with me, I want to be exceptional. I want to be great. I want to become that, that motherfucker that people like, oh, yo, Adam. Yo, that nigga, he that dude, bro. You saw what he be doing? With what he had, look what he's at. And, I realize that I just don't want to be average. It's just like, being average in this world, in my reality, it just doesn't fit the lifetime I want to live. It doesn't. And I want to change that. And as I'm finding myself, because, I'm just young. I'm young, you know what I'm saying? As I'm finding myself, I'm finding more ways to become better and to actually, take advice from others. Because it's hard for me to take advice. When I hear advice sometimes, or when I get, like, criticism, I sometimes try to take away myself from the criticism and leave it as there, where advice is there. It's like, it's not for me, it's not for me. But as I started to realize that kind of really that messed up my development, before, in the past. It messed up my past development. So now I'm taking that lesson as a note to always, when someone gives you advice, and it's actually good advice or good criticism, take that criticism and fuse it as fuel to do what I want to do. To do what you want to do. Don't just be sitting there taking the criticism or the advice and just do nothing with it, because it's just going to be, your brain is just going to think that, I'm not a doctor, I'm none of them things. But your brain, if you do something, right, and you get advice to do something else, and then you don't take the advice, you're just going to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't teach a dog to do tricks, it's just going to have old tricks. It's just going to do the same tricks. So, think of it, I would like to say as that. Think of it like that. I don't know what I just said, but y'all get the gist, okay? So, yeah. Average is nothing you should aspire to. And if you want to be average, that's your life. I'm not disrespecting you or not gonna, hate on me because you want to be average. But I don't want to be that. And I accepted that. I always try to run away from greatness, but as I realized, greatness was already granted to me when I was born. It was already granted to me before I even came into this world. And I've been running away from it. And I'm gonna stop running. Alright, and I'm gonna leave y'all with one more. So we're going at the end of page 98, where it talks about pressures and expectations. So let's do this. Pressure and expectations come from different directions. Societies more dictate what's right and wrong, what's accepted and frowned upon, what's celebrated and reviled. The artists who define each generation are genuinely the ones who live outside of these boundaries, not the artists who embody the beliefs and conventions of their time, but the one who transcend them. Art is confrontational. It widens the audience. it widens the audience reality, allowing them to glimpse life through a different window, one with the potential for a glorious new view. This one, I liked it. It was really good. It's like it's pen on paper. It's very straightforward. Society is always going to try to make you into something that you're not. Society will never, most of the time, never even try to build you to what you should be doing or what's fit more for you. It's just going to go off what's just, it's going to go off. You know what? This is the most, this is, if all black boys go to, basketball, that's good for them. Go do basketball. That's it. Be a basketball player. Don't aspire to nothing else. Be a basketball player or a rapper. And see how society tries to make black boys just, go to this pipeline, go to that pipeline, but never anything else. And that's not a problem. It's just that we shouldn't be pushing everybody to be basketball players or rappers. Niggas are more than just entertainment. Let's bridge that gap into accepting other occupations for black boys and black people as a generation, as a race. Yeah, that was good. I'm still recording. Oh, okay. But yeah, back to my point. I believe that overall, what I just said, the gist of what I'm saying is that don't always listen to what society tells you. Remember, you are on your own path. You should follow your own path, even when it gets discouraging. And I'd like to end this video off today. I feel really good. This was a great video. And whatever anybody says, hey, put it on down in the comments. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to glows and grows. All the big and the confidence and the all that good shit. And I'd like to see y'all later. Come back, please. No, come back. There'll be much more in store for y'all.